The previous video showed you how to use a single criteria to filter query results. But what if you need more than one criteria? For example, how do you filter for assets in good condition that cost more than $700? In that case, you leave good here in the condition field, click the criteria row in the purchase price field, and enter a greater than sign and 700. Run the query, and there's the result. Now, that may seem simple, and it is, really, but there's a catch. When you use multiple criteria, you naturally use and or logic. It's unavoidable, and here's how it works. When you enter multiple criteria in the same row, either the criteria row or the or row beneath it, Access uses and logic. To demonstrate this, I'll put both criteria on the criteria row and run the query. Then I'll put them on the OR row and even though Access calls it the OR row, it uses AND logic, and I get the same result. So remember, if your criteria are on the same row, Access uses AND logic. But when you put criteria on the OR row and any rows beneath it, Access uses OR logic. So I'll move the price criteria, run the query, and it returns data for assets in good condition or that cost more than $700. That points to the key difference between and OR. With AND logic, your data has to meet all your criteria to be included in a result. In our example, assets have to be in good condition and cost more than $700. With OR logic, data is included in a result if it meets one of the conditions. It's in good condition or it costs more than $700. Put another way, AND tends to be exclusive while OR can be inclusive. It can return more data. So as a rule of thumb, if a query doesn't return enough data, put your criteria on separate rows. Also, you can use as many and OR criteria as you need to, as long as they make sense. For example, you can find assets in good condition and purchased between 2011 and 2015, and that cost more than $700. To use multiple OR criteria, put them on the OR row or below it. You can also put multiple criteria on the same OR row, separated by the OR operator, like this. If you need multiple date criteria, make sure you surround each one with pound signs. And remember, you don't need quotes when you use number criteria. So those are the basics of using and OR. And for more information, see the links in the course summary slide. Next, we'll look at using the in, not, like, and between operators.